think they're immensely important. They celebrate innovation, research and advancement in pharmaceutical industries, and I think this is really excellent to try and enable them to produce more drugs. In fact, some people have actually called them the Nobel Prize of pharmaceutical industry, so I think probably it will be up there. It's the rigour in which we actually go through analysing them. We have some wonderful submissions which we then go through with great detail, and the committee and the judging panel is really from all aspects of medicine, which I think is so good because it actually gets an overall view. But also, you know, we go through the science, we go through the innovation, we look at the trials, where it's done, but also, which I think is very important, we actually look at the other side and what's the benefit to patients, populations as a whole, and, you know, what sort of diseases can we use them in. It is very, very hard work, but it's such fun. And if you say get two drugs which are in fact very comparable, and then you're trying to work out what's excellent about one over the other, the discussion is really at a very high level. And it's very interesting because, you know, people are coming with their own aspects. But in the end, you work out, you know, what's the best chemical formulation, how did that work, how did they develop it, what's been the advantage over the other drugs, and then also then what's the benefit for the general population. It would be an amazing prize to get because it's viewed as being a very high prize in terms of pharmaceutical industries. And also, I think it celebrates what they've done. And they can, you know, put a plaque up and say, look, we won the Prix Galien. And I think it's recognised worldwide. So it's an immensely important award to win. If you don't recognise innovation, nobody will do any more because it's all very well producing the same drug with the same molecule and carry on having, you know, Me Too lookalikes. For example, we're running out of antibiotics. And if you now don't get a different way of actually analysing a molecule and a different way of a different approach really to combating bacteria, you're not going to get anything new. So I think innovation in the pharmaceutical industry is just very important. Innovation is really looking at the same thing in a different way and seeing whether you can actually, for example, if you have a molecule, you've used it in a certain way, and often when you develop a molecule for a particular drug, you find suddenly, for a particular disease, you find that the same molecule could be in fact applied in a different way for another disease. And I think unless you have innovation and look ahead and new research coming through, you're never going to get that new drug that you need for the next generation. It's immensely important, both to the pharmaceutical industry, but I think also to the public, to realise that there are industries. The pharmaceutical industry has a very bad reputation with the public, but in fact, this would actually show the public that in fact they are innovating, research is all important, and it's also expensive, and I think we ought to be really helping them develop new drugs.